The Longhorns will kick it away to get this game going. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. So Georgia's offense will be the first up today. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better than them.
And that's out of bounds after a decent game.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it with room to run. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a first down. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Well, this game has gone from 0 to 60 in a hurry during the first drive for this offense.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
You could just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down my receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns. Too much speed for the defense. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So from the 16-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a rip? He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Falls incomplete. Well, Texas and Georgia hasn't taken long for these two to establish a rivalry in the SEC. 2 memorable collisions last season, regular season in Austin. The Georgia pass rush just got after Texas. Hard-fought close win, and then the rematch for the SEC championship game, another game where Georgia just made enough plays, Kirk, to win.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great matchup every single time these teams get together in the SEC. Having Texas with their tradition, what Sark's doing with that program, obviously what Kirby's doing with Georgia. It's one of those matchups every single year when they're up on the calendar. You circle it. Two great games last year. Georgia finding a way to get it done both times. You got to believe that Sark and Texas looking for payback.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's got the first down and still motoring. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. To throw, it's Manning. Snags the quick throw. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score Texas 14, Georgia 7.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. The back's got it. Breaks free. Now here he goes. Inside the 40. At the 20. Past the 10. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. A quick juke. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, just a beautiful hole here opened up by this offensive line. And, Chris, the more I watch this Texas running back, the more I'm starting to really appreciate things like his vision and instincts as a ball carrier. You know he's got that combination of power and speed. But you start to watch him run this football, you can see why defensive coordinators around the country are very nervous when they have to go up against him.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Here's the second down play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. And that gain moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Manning. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Physical run earns the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Looks right for a quick completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Makes the grab. It's Branch. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set. It's second down. handoff to the back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
To the air, it's Stockton. Running out of time in the pocket. Grab near the sticks. It's Branch. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch. It's Bell. He has first down yardage at the 46. Offense putting together a solid drive. First down at the 46. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. First and goal, handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Back to pass. It's Stockton. Makes a quick grab. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? Fighting for the end zone, but doesn't get there. They'll spot the ball at the 3.
Well, they get positive yards here on this 3rd and goal, but they're left short of the goal line, and now it's a big decision. You look at the scoreboard, you're down 3. It's still the first half. So can you roll the dice and take that chance to try to take the lead, still realizing you have a lot of time to get back into this game?
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. That will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So they start the drive with some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end going to bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
The Dogs will kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out. It's Moore. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't forward at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Slams right into a wall. They've got it for a loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, this is every defense's worst nightmare. They have everything covered downfield. The quarterback just has given up on the play, checks it down to the back, and instead of rallying to the football to keep him short of the first down, he is so elusive, he picks up first down yards.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. It's a shotgun run call. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
The key on a third down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
On first down, it's play action. Caught on the shovel pass. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the offense tried to catch the defense napping by getting the ball to the big tight end, but they weren't fooled at all.
Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Short throw complete to the tight end. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The offense really clicking here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now play number 9 on this drive. Back to throw. It's Manning. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Longhorns. And that will give them the lead now.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7.
That makes the score Texas 24, Georgia 17.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught down the right side for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
2nd down play coming up. That's caught. It's Branch. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers did not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Tight end goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Stockton. He escapes the pocket. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Number 91 on the field goal.
And as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Handoff to the back. Great cut there. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. He's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But he stopped short of the first down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble of the day for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Looking for a man. The pass rush closing in. Trying to get the throw off. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, missed opportunity here on 3rd down. They're obviously going to have to go for it late in the game. Down by more than 3. They need a touchdown on the board. Let's see what they go with here on this 4th down call.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Loaders into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, once in a while, a guy just makes a great play. This defense had nearly everything covered except for the quarterback and his ability to take off with his legs. This is a great scramble by the QB and a nice decision to pull it down and go for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff here from the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The offense going very heavy, bringing in more blockers. throwing off play action. Boom. It's a quick grab. Gets into space at the 50. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Play action here on 1st down. Finds an open target on the left side. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
A completion makes it 2nd down. They'll hand it off. Oh, look at the quick cut. Tackled, but 1st down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. And here's the handoff. So the clock has stopped, and we've reached the last 2 minutes here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that.
They can use some yards here on 3rd down. A field goal try will be from 54. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Pressure is coming. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
So on 4th down, out-trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that puts him in front here in the final 2 minutes.
But there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. The receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. He'll be brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal 3rd down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.